Okay. Hey everybody. Welcome to. Of course, y'all watching the live version on YouTube and Twitch, and you guys are watching the pre-recorded version of WFSO Aftermath. Y'all get to see, of course, on the pre-recorded version, you'll see my point of view of looking at the screen and stuff that I'm reading off of. What we're gonna talk about today is, as y'all probably see, like Bobby Portis is talking. So we're gonna talk about what happened with his house that happened last night. Talk about more Bucks broadcast that some of the games will be featured on regular TV this season, but yeah, they said not as many as it was last year. So kind of sucks, but can understand it. But and I'll probably explain why, they can't do as much as they wanted to for the like putting the Bucks on TV. Plus, we're gonna talk about Crown Jewel results. Um, See if there's like any wrestling news out there. Then we're gonna talk about the second weekend of Venom: The Last Dance. How many numbers that put out? So it ended up doing pretty good. So we will get to that. But first, if y'all don't know, we're gonna play this and
What's good, Milwaukee? Over the last 4.5 seasons, I've considered Milwaukee as a home. I've grown here, I come here a boy, and elevated into a man. The love you guys give me here isn't something that I ever felt before in my NBA career. And I've been in the league now for 10 years, over a decade. Can you believe that? So I've always felt like I had to give it right back to you guys. I've tried to uplift the community and make Milwaukee a better place. Giving food drives, talking to the youth on the regular, inviting underserved groups to the games, etc. You name it, I did it, and still doing it. As I've said before, this is a place I've considered home. So why not make my home a better place? I know we've gotten out to a horrible start to start the season, but while I was at my game yesterday, I had a home invasion and they took most of my prized possessions. If you have any info regarding this, please send the info to info@bobbyportis.com. Like I said, if you have any info regarding this, can you please send the info to info@bobbyportis.com. Any info that leads to the return of any of my belongings will be rewarded handsomely. I repeat, any info that leads to the return of any of my belongings will be rewarded handsomely. Let me know. Thank you. What's
yeah, and that's really messed up. It's like it just made like the city look like low class because of somebody just. It was two people that stupidly just want to rob his place. So it's like probably majority of us don't even know where he lives, except for the people that surround the area where he lives at. Only knows. Hey, Sholan Gaming. It just really, don't make any sense for, just people Ooh, there's the light. That's what I was looking for. About time. But, anyways, it just make us seem like very low class for, like, stealing from, like a celebrity's house. So that's just saying that it's sad and it's stupid and low class, and the low lights that did it, I hope you do get punished for it. You probably won't get the like maximum punish, which will probably would be, whatever certain amount of time, but it's just low class. It's just really stupid. It's like after all, the players and like from basketball, baseball, we got a minor league soccer team, so that's like a step up before the NHL, and of course college hoops we got as well. And just not right for some like low class person just to rob them.
You would think that they would have the intelligence to realise that somebody like Bobby Portis is going to have security cameras at his home.
Right.
Especially because he's on the road a lot and all this lot. So even if the people did know that it was Bobby Portis's house, you're a dumbass because they're gonna have cameras.
Mm-hmm. Like, you cover your face or not, they still gonna have cameras.
Right. And they're gonna work out who you are.
Exactly. The other thing, just people just so stupid. They can just like go that low on stuff like that. You run out of money, get a job. At least do that. It's just,
Invest in your time and perhaps getting a collectible like a bobblehead or something, and waiting outside a game for him to sign it and sell that. You'll still have the same value.
exactly. It's just like really stupid. Hey, thanks for the sub. I'm doing good. um, Charlotte. I know what you mean by playing Fortnite, and my son plays that, but I don't.
My son is obsessed with it.
Yeah, he does. Like, his main character is like what, like Luke's, not Luke Skywalker, but Anakin Skywalker. Thank you. I'm not big on Star Wars, so. But yeah, he plays that game a lot, and it's just.
He was quite proud that he, when we were visiting him last, he beat Dr. Doom, got all the stuff for that, and then got killed by somebody else who stole all his stuff.
Yeah, he also beat it, I believe, Iron Man.
Yep. If you remember, he beat Iron Man, then he went on and fought Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
And then he fought somebody after Dr. Doom and lost that person. And that person stole all of his, well, didn't steal it, so to speak, but you know how games work.
Yeah. That's mainly what they did. They stole his stuff.
They stole his shit. Yes,
That's basically what it was. They stole his stuff. And, like, it's good for me to watch Fortnite, but for me playing it, no, I'd rather just play Call of Duty. That's just how I feel about that. Call of Duty would be for me. But anyways, it's just silly. Like, you're just robbing somebody's house and doing you beat Dr. Doom too? Yeah, because they were saying that Dr. Doom was like one of the hardest characters on Fortnite, so that's just crazy. But just overall, like, I probably seriously doubt it if the thieves that robbed Bobby Portis is watching this, but oh yeah, and they talk about it on the news too. So if y'all can really give his stuff back, please do that and save yourself the trouble. Because either way, you're going to jail. But just don't be stupid on like robbing somebody's stuff. Like, go earn your stuff. It's just silly. It just really is. So he is giving out an award for that too, like a reward, I should say, reward for if they know what happened with his stuff. So I just hope they don't take his, his NBA championship ring. So I hope they didn't do that. But anyways, other Bucks news that I think a few days ago they announced when are the games that's going to be showing on WMMW. That's like the local channel here in Milwaukee. They're going to show like at least from what it looks like, it's going to be 4 games this year. Wait, if you had a choice, would you rather rob Eminem or my what? I just wouldn't rob nobody, period. I just wouldn't. Like, making my own money, so don't need any of that. Okay, so the free over there, okay, it's 5 games, okay. So yeah, I think they had like last time like a little bit more games that they wanted to talk about. Well, they gonna show. I'm sorry, not talk about, but yeah. Of course, it kicks off with the December 4th matchup at home against Atlanta Hawks, which I really want to go to that game, and I'm gonna take the wife with me too because she want that bin that they giving away for the first 10,000 people. So I know we're gonna do that, and it should be interesting. Oh, you meant you, but still, I wouldn't even rob nobody. I wouldn't even do that. But anyways, Atlanta Hawks on December 4th, January 31st, San Antonio, and I think like most of these games are on the road, I believe, except for the Atlanta Hawks game. But I think the rest of the four will be on the road. They got the Spurs at 7 o'clock on January 31st. February 12th. I'm sorry. They're gonna show the Minnesota Timberwolves game, and they in Minnesota. Um, March 1st gonna be the Dallas Mavericks in Dallas, because I know they face Dallas later on that month in Milwaukee. Then the last game they showing on TV is Denver Nuggets. That will be at 8 o'clock Central Time. So all them games are like all the Central Time, and the reason why they can't show a lot more games because the the stations that show the games can't afford can afford showing a lot of games. So the NBA is like starting to be all pricey and stuff like that. Especially like with ticket sales and stuff like that too. But good thing for some apps that be like they got them for cheap. So that's kind of like a blessing and a half. And but yeah, I think if they can do like at least 10 games or something like that, that would be something. But I guess it's just not the way. Especially Diamond Sports Group, the parent company of now FanDuel Sports Network, ended its agreement with 8 MLB teams, including the Milwaukee Brewers, which will have its own station here. Probably gonna be like on cable and stuff. So we're gonna know more about that. So they will be broadcast by Major League Baseball for the 2025 season. While the broadcast future for the Bucks after this season is unknown. Oh, so this could be the last season they could show. Excuse me. They would show games on FanDuel Sports Network unless they work out something they don't know. But I would like the return of games or certain games go back to local TV. That would be something. But yeah, that's just me. But yeah, it was 10 games they aired last year, and this time they only airing five. But yeah, like I said, some stations just can't afford, showing like a lot of games like that, and yeah, it just sucks that it came to that, and hopefully they find out some last year, or next year, next season I should say, for what they're gonna do like for the next season. I guess we'll see. And Now we're gonna get on to the next subject. We're talking about the results of WWE Crown Jewel that was this past Saturday. Of course, it was 12 p.m. Central Time. Of course, they had a 2 hour pre-show, but partly I understand a little bit of the 2 hour pre-show because they were showing like around talking about Saudi Arabia. Because I guess they do get a lot of tours. They got like 5 million people visit there like a year. So that's something. But anyways, let's try to go to the results. So the Bloodline, I called them 2.0, defeated Bloodline 1.0. Okay, you already know who's on the 2.0, which is Solo Sikoa, Damon Toga, and Jacob Fatu. Then you got Bloodline 1.0, which is Roman Reigns and the Usos. It was everybody knows this is going to be kind of a setup for Survivor Series at the end of the month. So, and I guess I can understand why the 2.0 had to win. So not upset about it, but this is one of the matches I think I did get wrong. But yeah, and Sami Zayn came out surprised. Thought he was gonna join. Yeah, everybody thought he was gonna join 2.0, but ended up attacking Solo and all of them. So very good. Um, all these matches could be possible match of the night. All 7 matches that they had could have been match of the night. And I'll talk more about my ratings and stuff in a bit. But the women's tag team championship match, you got Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, going against Damage Control, Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, and Metaphors, Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend. It was pretty good, and I really do like the finish of that match. And of course, you know that Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill did retain. They need a tag team name. They really do. Just thought it'd be fair. They should have like a tag team name. Um, yeah, shockingly, Seth Rollins did defeat Bronson Reed. I think I might have been wrong on this one too. It, no. I think I went with Seth Rollins but then again, if y'all want to see my predictions, go ahead and look for WFSO preview. Then look for WWE Crown Jewel 2024. So I guess I don't remember if I had this match right or not, but don't know. Um, but anyways, another good match as well, and it's Seth Rollins' outfit. Like it's like a leather pants mixed with patterns of jeans. So yeah, that's just crazy.
It was the poofy shoulders for me.
My wife's just thinking like what he came to the ring with his interest that had got her. Yeah, very true.
He did look fabulous though, darling. Absolutely fabulous.
Like I said, another great match and a little bit brutal that it needed to be, so that was good. Um, yeah, he hit the stomp on Bronson Reed like 3 times. Well, 2 times. Then he did the third time. He did it from the top rope and did the stomp on him. Then and pinned the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, that was crazy. Like I said, another good match. Um, the first ever Crown Jewel Women's Champion. Uh, Nia Jax, the WWE Women's Champion. Then you got the Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan. It had a lot of surprises and little interference. Well, we kind of knew about a little bit of the interference, and I know I was wrong about this match. I thought Nia Jax was going to dominate, but you seen like the interference and stuff, and Tiffany Stratton trying to decide who she was going to cash in on and didn't even know what to do until she was taken out by Raquel Rodriguez, I believe. Um, but yeah, Dominic Mysterio was interfering in it too, and ended up costing Nia Jax the match, and Liv Morgan won. So I would say that would be the shock of the night. Because I know probably almost everybody probably expect, Nia Jax to win it. Hey, Hunter. That's what everybody, expect for, Nia Jax to win, but she didn't. Liv Morgan ended up winning it all. And like I said, another great match. Regardless, like, who won, it was a great match. Let's see. Next up was, Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. Nobody didn't get this right because it ended up being a no contest because the match never started. It just like Kevin Owens ended up attacking Randy Orton with the chair and just a couple of times. Then Randy Orton attacking with the chair back, and it was just back and forth. And they had to get security and the SmackDown gym and the Raw gym, Adam Pearce, and I can't believe I always call him Magnus, but that's not his name. It's I can't believe I forgot his name, but Nick Aldis, yeah, thank you. It's not even on here, so I have to mention it. But yeah, or you have. Oh, thank you. But Owens started attacking, some security. Then Orton ended up RKO'ing the Raw General Manager. And if y'all probably saw it, I think it was either last night or sometime today that talking about Nick Aldis needing to control his roster. Yeah, and somebody really joking like they think Orton and Adam Pearce is gonna fight at Survivor Series.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
I'll pay money for that one.
It was funny because he had a match before and was supposed to face Roman Reigns, and I think it didn't even get that far. But yeah, that was funny. And triple threat match for the United States Championship. Of course, LA Knight defeated Carmelo Hayes and Andrade. So both like all three of them was on their game, especially Andrade. He did like some awesome moves, and it was crazy. Then you saw like the ending that LA Knight hit both Carmelo and Andrade with the BFT. So amazingly did that. So that was just crazy. So that's just crazy. But overall good match. It was pretty good. Let's see, and now we're on to the main event, like the men's Crown Jewel Championship. You had the WWE Champion Cody Rhodes versus the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. A brutal match, which was really needed for this match, and especially if you know what type of wrestler Gunther is. Yeah, it needed to be brutal. So the ending of the match, if y'all see it, if y'all didn't, Cody was going to give like the Super Cody Cutter to Gunther. Gunther counted with a sleeper hold. Then Cody ended up managed to get Gunther into a pin 1, 2, 3, and that was it. So yeah, you got your first ever Crown Jewel men champion Cody Rhodes, and your women's Liv Morgan. She came out afterwards, and they did like a little bit of celebration and stuff. And if y'all didn't see the post show, what they did, like the titles, all they were gonna stay in Saudi Arabia for their WWE experience building. Ooh, excuse me, just to show it off. So they're gonna do that while both Cody and Liv are going to get like Super Bowl type rings, and they did show the rings, and although they was okay, the wife didn't like them. But yeah, I think both both of them, they were okay. That's what I think.
My name into shit again, Jonesy.
Cause you said you didn't like the rings.
I didn't like them. I think they're ugly.
And me, I thought they were okay. But
then you don't know I don't like gaudy things like that, so
right.
I understand why it was done and everything. It's just not my taste.
Yeah, it's just not your taste. Like everybody has different tastes. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh. Yeah, kind of hurt my thumb today. But anyways. So 7 matches within like a little bit of 3.5 hours, and I don't know why WWE don't think they can do that every pay-per-view, because it's like all this year it was numbered like, except for the big WrestleMania and SummerSlam and Royal Rumble, like all the other pay-per-views they all are stuck in with like 5 matches, and it shouldn't be that way. It's like they can do good with 7 or 8 matches and do with the hourly time that they did, and they all end up pretty good. Every single match. Although Kevin Owens and Randy Orton didn't end up being a match, but them fighting like around the building, that was still good. It's like if they can think about doing like having like 7 matches and make it like mean something, they'll be okay. But this saying what was it quantity over quality, you can just have both. But that's just me. You can just have both quality and quantity. Just got to do both. But that's just me. And plus, they're gonna be on less on the road starting next year, and we will get to some of the upcoming schedule that we're gonna talk about in a minute. That they announced where they was in Saudi Arabia earlier today. Grading the matches. Well, like I said, all these matches could be quality match of the night candidates, but if I really had to choose, I will go with yeah, I think I had to go with the women's tag team match. Because they finally showcased, the tag teams in the women division, and it needed to be showcased like this, and yeah, it was great. So the women's tag team championship match was my match of the night. But ooh, Bears lost. Wait, did the Vikings lose? Please say they lost. Please say they lost. No, they didn't. Darn it. But anyways, yeah, that's match of the night. I will give this show an A plus, and I rarely give shows like an A plus. Like it'll be like an A or A minus because something something. But yeah, I will give this graded an A plus because it actually did well, and all the matches were good, and I really just didn't have no complaints. So that's why I give grading the A plus. And from rating it, I rated like from 1 out of 10. I had to give it a 10. Like I said, if WWE really put their minds to it, have like that amount of matches in a pay per view, yeah, it'll be good. And especially like work on the matches and like make it like mean something. It's good. So yeah, like I said, A plus and a 10 for overall like the matches. Um, Before we move on, which we are, there were they had an announcement today about because that WWE is going to be doing less touring next year. Like they ain't going to do not that many house shows, but I think they ain't going to do much in the U.S. as they normally would do. Because I think it was from 300 days a year. Next year it'll be down to 250 days. So, and they claiming the year after that they're gonna do like 200 days out of the year for like shows and stuff. So, what they announced that they're gonna be touring, and let me see if I can find it on here. Let me look at, was it on my WFSO Midwest group? Crap, I hate when I have to do this when they no, that's not it. That's not it. No, that's not it either. No. Okay, I probably have to look up through my I might just have to look at my profile. So let me do that. Cause I was saying something like this. Cause this is what I said. This was like 4 hours ago. Either WWE will be back in Milwaukee in April, or we won the bid for Money in the Bank for July. So a PLE event. So if y'all didn't hear about this, that Sports Milwaukee, that's like a division of visitwisconsin.com. They put in a bid for Money in the Bank for July. So all the shows that they're gonna do, if they have like a SmackDown there on the Friday, then Money in the Bank on Saturday, then they might do the NXT on Sunday, NXT event like they did in Toronto last. Might as well say this past July, and possibly it will happen here. So I don't know. Maybe we did win the bid. Who knows? I didn't hear anybody else was bidding about the Money in the Bank PLE event. So that 3-day weekend would be something big if it happens here. And plus, why Sports Milwaukee done this? Because they want to set it up for the near future. Earlier this year, they already had talks with WWE, maybe hosting like a Royal Rumble or a SummerSlam in the near future. So, by the way it is, if they do like the Royal Rumble or SummerSlam, it will be at American Family Field, which right now they're doing, maintenance and stuff inside there. Like they fixing the roof, changing some of the lowest level seats, and also they talked about they was going to winterize it from this year all the way through the end of the season next year. So the winterizing will be done by the end of the year, and they can start hosting like events January 2026, which is a possibility that maybe we can host the Royal Rumble here. But I got a feeling that if we get Money in the Bank next year, I don't think they will do like that in a Royal Rumble pay-per-view within like, would that be like a 5-6 month spread, or maybe 6 months, because maybe they move it to February. So I don't know if they're gonna do that, but I think that I'm thinking of 2027 that they can do Money in the Bank, not Money in the Bank, but the Royal Rumble here, or 2026 we already got like SummerSlam in Minneapolis. Maybe they have Money in the Bank here. That's a possibility. Not Money in the Bank, but SummerSlam here in 2027. So there's a possibility that like we probably gonna have something in 2027 after we have Money in the Bank in 2025, if we get it. But it's just from the scheduling for that they have so far. So they finished most of February, and I think they got one date missing. That I think it's gonna be like a SmackDown that they're missing. So oh god, I'm gonna show y'all the schedule. I know y'all probably don't want to like look at it or whatever, but we're gonna do it anyway. And plus, WWE is gonna be here in not this Friday, but next Friday. So this is like a busy month for wrestling already with like events going on most of the weekends and stuff like that, and some big guests gonna be like around this too. So y'all see November 15th, like we're gonna SmackDown will be here. They probably didn't take this off because it already happened. That's probably like the SmackDown brand. So from now through Tuesday, they like gonna be around England. And they just shot Raw earlier today in Saudi Arabia. Of course, you got NXT gonna be in the old ECW arena, which is 2300 Arena. Okay, they gonna be on the road Wednesday, so we're already scheduled in November, so we don't need to look at that. And But they didn't have SmackDown up for, the day before, which is probably going to end up being in Vancouver anyway, so they might do like a double dose. Kind of like what they did with Chicago last year, like with the double dose of SmackDown and Survivor Series. Let's see, December is kind of like already set, and then don't forget about Saturday's night main event, Monday Night Raw. Then Raw maybe end up being like a double show. And I think when they do SmackDown at Hartford, that would probably be a double show too. Just give some of the wrestlers some time off. Then they go back on Thursday in December, like live tour. So it looks like mostly SmackDown is going to do like some of the live tour until SmackDown does theirs. So it means like most of the SmackDown brands are going to be in Florida. Let's see. January, except for the 6th right here, January 6th, they don't have a date for January 6th yet, which probably will be announced like the next couple of weeks. Otherwise, they got like a couple of Raw and SmackDowns already set up, except for January 31st. They don't have SmackDown set up here yet, which could be at Indianapolis, which would kind of make sense, or it's going to be close to Minneapolis. Close to Indianapolis. I'm sorry. Like I said, they got most of February already down, except for SmackDown would be, let's see, 11, 12, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, except for February 14th. So wherever SmackDown going to be at February 14th, they didn't announce that yet. And I seriously doubted that they would have SmackDown here, because I can go to www.5is, go to Pfizer form, because I'm pretty sure that there's a game in February for the Bucks, so it's already easy like to look at the calendars, and plus people because I did used to have to work at the Bradley Center, and there's some people that I know still work there. Yeah, it won't be here because from the 14th through the 16th we got Disney on Ice, so there's no way WWE is going to be here in February. March is not going to happen, because unless decide to do it on Monday, or like the 3rd or the 10th, but that's not going to happen either, because I don't know where they're going to set up for like Elimination Chamber. Well, Elimination Chamber, they said it's going to be in Toronto, I believe, this coming year. But anyways, let me go back to this and let me show y'all the TV and house show schedules that they announced earlier today. So SmackDown March 14th, that's where they kick off, in Europe, will be in Barcelona, Spain. Then 2 house shows will be in Germany. So maybe a combination house show, so that could be what it is. Then they got Raw in Brussels, Belgium on the 17th. 21st, SmackDown will be in Italy, Bologna, Italy. Then the 2 house shows you got in Belfast, Northern Ireland on the 22nd. Then March 23rd, got in Nottingham, England. Then Raw will be in Glasgow, Scotland. And SmackDown will be in London, England on the 28th. And the 31st, it will be in London, England as well. So, hey, Junior. Then you got two house shows in Austria, and you got another house show on the 30th of Amsterdam. So yeah, looking at this, and although they officially don't got it out there yet, but they do got, you know what? Let me look at February, because well, 24th or 28th, that could be a possibility. If they have like, um, Monday Night Raw or SmackDown here in February, the final weeks. So in Milwaukee, it's a possibility. You don't know, but anyways, as they did already announce March 7th that Philadelphia will have SmackDown, so that won't be here. And they still didn't announce. Sorry, they still didn't announce about Elimination Chamber. That they said it's gonna be in Toronto, but they didn't make the official date. But they said it's gonna be March. So just looking at it, it could be like one of the Saturdays, maybe. I don't think it's gonna be any of these weekends, but I would say probably be Saturday, March 8th. They'll probably have Elimination Chamber, because that's the only way I can see it fit. But April mostly is open game. So, or we'll find out next Friday if they're gonna announce like the next time SmackDown will be in town, or WWE will be in town. So who knows if it's gonna be SmackDown or what. So, like I said, we don't have we don't have the Raw schedule, which probably would be on the February 24th. Which, if it's gonna be here for Milwaukee, it's a possibility. Like I said, 28th it won't be, because, or maybe it could be the 28th. You never know. So either it will be, in February, or those 2 days in February, or it's gonna be sometime in April. So, but from the, like I said, from the schedule with the Pfizer form that you see, like in March, because that's already taken, but March 3rd for if they have Raw here, that day's not taken. So if they don't mention it by, I would say maybe January, there probably won't be. We may have won the bid for Money in the Bank, so we will see. Crazy things that happen. But yeah, I guess before we move on, we're going to see if there's any like wrestling news to talk about. I think y'all probably already know about the firings of Baron Corbin, Tegan Knox, and Indy Hartwell. So yeah, they let them three go, and I don't know. They looked like they were starting to do something with Indy Hartwell with Candice LeRae, but apparently that's not it. So yeah, they end up letting her go. That's funny. Trying to think of if there's any good news to talk about. Yeah, we already know Tucker had retired from professional wrestling, and teaching excuse me, and teaching wrestling in high school. So he's been doing that. If it got something to do with Dave Mesner, I'm not gonna read it. I already don't like that guy. But let's see. What else? Okay, it's Mariah May defeated Anna Jay, then retains the AEW Women's title. So I guess we can look at the results of AEW Collision, which I didn't watch last night. And I think, yeah, I was watching the Bucks game, so that's why I didn't see it last night, because I was watching the Bucks game. But let's just see the results of AEW Collision. Um, let's see. Private Party Tag Team Championship Celebration, and I'm so glad that they won this past Wednesday. I'm about to say, because it needed to be a new team at least to win it, and need to get off the Young Bucks' hands since they it seemed like they was holding it for too long. So good for them, and glad they did get to celebrate of it. Okay, Diva D Los Morochos match. I don't even know what that is. Harley Cameron versus Thunder Rosa. Who won? Thunder Rosa won. Okay. Kyle Fletcher won against Commander after Commander's win over Leo Rush on Friday, and Kyle Fletcher won. Not surprised. Don't talk about that. Lance Archer and Brian Cage look like they went against some locals in Philadelphia. Sean Smith and Joe Keys. And we already know the results of that. Yep. Brian Cage and Lance Archer. Not even surprised. John Moxley speaks and Action Already went against Pac. Pac won, which is, yeah. Leo Rush against Arya Davari. Oh, interesting. Who would thought we'd see Arya Davari? Okay, Leo Rush won, so I don't know why they didn't put it out there that Leo Rush won. Roderick Strong versus Shane Taylor. So let's see, what's that all about? Roger Strong won, and we already know what happened at that main event for the AEW Women's Championship match. So we know that already, and so we're just gonna move on from that. Of course, it seems like Gunter and Goldberg will go against each other in Goldberg's retirement match. And I was thinking about this in the back of my head. I don't know if I mentioned this on After Dark, but I think that it would be something if if he does wrestle Gunner and Goldberg ended up winning the World Heavyweight title just to retire it, and they set up a tournament. It's been done before, so maybe they probably would do that again. But it'll be something to get the notch out for Goldberg's for it'll be a notch getting off for Goldberg. But I'm thinking they should do that. Have him give his final time as being champion, then do a tournament for the vacant title, and maybe have Gunter win it again. So they can give Gunter a little bit of a break if he's going to hold it past WrestleMania. Then have him have a long run with it again. Because there's a few people, a few heels that you can't be okay with for them running along, having a long reign. But the way it's got to be the way they present themselves. Like with yeah, kind of gums hurt, so I know I need to take my meds soon. But it's just the way that Roman Reigns did it. It turned a lot of fans off. like we can respect him, and plus, he had like limited dates. But it's like, how you can fight like 1-on-1 with somebody, and all you do is have your you know, your backups to always help you. That just made it, that just started having everybody being upset and like making it, the match, his matches like, what's the point? What's the point of watching? I know Mike felt that way. And you know what? It's good. It was a good thing that that he lost it at the right time. Because otherwise, if it would have kept on going, like Cody Rhodes winning 2 Royal Rumbles, then suddenly he doesn't win, the title either way on both attempts at WrestleMania. I think a lot of fans would have rioted. That's just me, but I think a lot of fans would have rioted. But that's just me. Could be wrong, but it's just what I think. Let's see. Let's see. Hmm. Um. Ready to show people what they miss, and she should. You already know that Tegan Knox was one of the 3 that been let go by WWE. WWE, okay, they released him too, but not re-signing Baron Corbin because they ain't know what to do with him. So that's like, that's their fault. That's the company's fault because they ain't know what to do with him. It's like, I know they tried like plenty times, and somebody. This was the Street Profit was saying too, why they were like so frustrated with the with WWE. Like, somebody comes in with a momentum, then you just kill the momentum, and it's like hard to get it back again. But for Street Profits, I think you can never, like, the fans won't let you kill your momentum because the fans like you. So I don't even think that's gonna go anywhere. Um, Wait a minute. Potential TV deal for Ring of Honor. Who? Hopefully. Sick had to pay for a certain amount of money for freaking ROH.com. I know TNA had that like issue now too, but at least they are showing on TV. But the thing is, this is one of those TVs you have to pay extra for. That's the only bad thing. Well, for here in Wisconsin, anyways. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, we know about that, but come on, get to the point. Negotiations in progress are getting close between Khan and AEW TV partner Warner Bros. Discovery on the matter of bringing the ROH product back to traditional television, which I was saying they could do this on True TV, which seems like that's going to be the case. Warner Bros. Discovery Cable Network looking to transition to being a channel focused on showcasing live sports during the primetime hours. Wherever that means, the network will change its name to fit its new intimate is unclear. Notably, reports ahead of the recent announcement that AEW had inked a lucrative new TV deal with WBD. Often mentioned True TV getting into the wrestling mix, although so far no AEW program has been confirmed for its schedule. But like I said, if they end up doing the TV deal with True TV, which I kind of mentioned they should, that'd be good, Show Ring of Honor like every Thursday, and That'd be amazing if they would do that. But that's just one of the things, in my opinion, that they should do. But if it's gonna happen, we don't know. But they said they're very close to a deal, so hopefully, they will do that. Just saying. Let's see if there's one more thing to talk about, wrestling wise, before we move on. Because I know we got like one more thing to talk about. So give me a moment here. But I'm just glad they finally now like considering doing putting a Ring of Honor on regular TV. Let's see. Let's see. I know y'all probably saw Bobby Lashley's debut on AEW. Yeah, I did. Looked like he was getting people to cheer for him. Then Sunday, ended up attacking Swerve and Prince Nala. That's just crazy. And Rhea Ripley, of course, we know she's legitimate injured. Yeah, and just in case y'all didn't believe me about the Road to WrestleMania 41, this is the one they mentioned. I think they mentioned it on Saturday. Friday, January 3rd, of course, they'll host SmackDown to Eat Phoenix. Portland will host SmackDown on January 10th. Jose, California. Raw will. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Portland, Oregon for SmackDown January 10th. San Jose, California for Raw January 13th. And San Diego for SmackDown January 17th. And it seems like WWE has South cities of Dallas and Austin for January 20th episode of Raw and January 24th episode of SmackDown. Let's see, they was talking about more about let's see, the Red Brands Go Home show for the Royal Rumble will be at Atlanta, Georgia, while the fallout of it will take place in Cleveland, Ohio on February 3rd. Pair of shows in Tennessee line up for a specific goal in Memphis, SmackDown, and Nashville. Memphis in February 7th and Nashville February 10th. Okay. Okay. First, rounding out this batch of TV dates is trio shows, two of which sit on USA's East Coast. First, WWE's Red Brand will return to Charlotte on February 17th. 3 years later, they come back to Philadelphia for the site of this year's WrestleMania for March 7th, and New Orleans for SmackDown February 21st. Wait, did we read those dates? Oh yeah, they're up. It's just you're probably gonna see the other ones when they're gonna be out in the freaking Europe. They probably gonna be posted up there probably sometime tomorrow. So I know they announced it today, but they probably gonna end up popping up sometime tomorrow. So I wouldn't even be surprised. But yeah, crazy enough. So we're gonna end the wrestling from there because it seems like this is gonna be more than an hour. So I apologize for everybody. That's just gonna last for like more than an hour. Didn't intend it to, but when you have some things to talk about, you just go with it. Just go with the flow. So the final thing to talk about of the night, that Venom: The Last Dance is second weekend. So They made like 175 million in this first weekend, and now they up to total for the second weekend. That's 317 million worldwide they made total, including wherever they made the second weekend. So what I'm gonna do, like I said, certain phones does come in handy. Where's the calculator on here? There we go. Go to the calculator and just do this. 317 million they made this past. So it's a way they could have double what they made. So you might say Venom: The Last Dance is safe. So let's do that and subtract 175 million it made its first weekend. So it went down a bit, but it seems like what they made worldwide this weekend is 142 million. So even like without the if you don't count the promotions and stuff they did, and we're not going to say that they wherever the amount they did for promoting it and stuff like that. Let's just say they did an average of like 200 million for the promotion, like including the budget, because we know the budget is 120 million. Just say they did like 80 million for like promoting it around the world and stuff like that. That means that if it's 200, then they made like 117 million extra. So they kind of already double it, or like kind of like double his money. So that's good news. Let's just read like more to it. Sophomore weekend in 66 markets it made 68.4 million international. Let's see, running global after two flames have clicked past the 3-century mark, which is 4% ahead of Venom: Let's Be Carnage at the same point release in today's exchange rate. Let's see if they talk about 6.5 million in France, Japan 3.8 million. Oh wow! Last Dance again led China box office for the weekend through Sunday 70.6 million. With the final prediction for the weekend was 88.5 million. Wow. Let's see, rounding out the top 10, Mexico 13.4 million, UK 11.9 million, Korea 9.4 million, Germany 9 million, France 6.5 million, India 6.5 million as well, Italy 6.3, Australia 5.6 million, and Spain 5.3 million. In IMAX, the total is 25.5 million globally, including 17.7 million international. So it says, other good news. Sony's Fairfax Studios, it ends with us, has crossed the 200 mark overseas and now at 200.7 million, which the final market Japan set to release on, they close to the end of November. Smile 2 passed 100 million, but never mind that. But yeah, like I said, this is good for Venom, and we'll see if they make more on this third weekend, and we'll check those numbers. But this is a plus for people that fan of Marvel comics and the Venom character. But I know probably some of y'all ain't not fan of Sony because sometimes they disappoint with their Spider-Verse. I understand that, but they might say one thing, but don't believe it. But at least go to seeing their movies if they made in the Spider-Verse with an open mind. it could lead to, like, there could be other universe. Because then again, you got Marvel Studios saying the multiverse saga, so things can lead up to like different things in the multiverse. Then you got these big events like Avengers Doomsday in 2026, and Secret Wars in 2027. So there's still a lot of things to cover. If Venom just not Venom, but if Sony decided to do like a few more things, but we know they're gonna do Spider-Man 4, which is gonna be called Brand New Day, Spider-Man Brand New Day, on July 26th of 2026. So things can definitely be different and can happen. So we're just gonna have to stay tuned for that. But anyways, I think that'll be it, because I think I need to close off, because I know it's been over an hour, so we were trying to only do this for an hour, but some things you talk about happens, and just kind of estimate things. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, especially you guys on Twitch, and thank you to that Shocking Resident for just now following on our WFSO Twitch page, which is WFSO2. So appreciate the follow, and please, spread the word. If they like, if you people like content like this, let them know. Spread the word, and it'll be more helpful. After you guys on YouTube, I see the likes up there, so I appreciate the likes, and I know there were some of y'all on there earlier. At least appreciate y'all, watching it. Please like and subscribe if you like what you see, or check out like other videos that we got on here. We got wrestling content, we got Milwaukee Bucks content, talk about comic book movies and TV stuff, and also developments that's around Milwaukee. We talk about that too, all on here on YouTube. Sorry, just give me a second. Yeah, it's gonna be time to take my meds because my gums hurt. But anyways, thank our sponsor, the Toy Dimension. We appreciate them on sponsor us. If you want to know more information about Toy Dimension, if you can check out their merchandise. They sell comic books, they sell WWE figures, they sell other figures like Marvel figures and DC figures, and Star Wars stuff too. They have a lot of Star Wars stuff for the people that's interested in Star Wars, so check that out. Also, they sell Funko Pops as well, so get a chance, check them out. Probably some of y'all that's watching the live can see some of the Funko Pops I got so far. Well, that's just the tip of the iceberg, just put it like that way. But yeah, check out the website, wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com. Talk about upcoming events on wrestling that's in Wisconsin and Illinois and stuff all around the Midwest as well. So get a chance to check that out. Also, there's pictures up there of people we met. Bucks, some Bucks players too we met. So there's a lot of photos of that, and photos of some of the shows that we went to, if y'all interested in that. So get a chance to check that out. And also, if you want to be a sponsor, you can go to the QR code on the sponsor page, and you can just send in no matter how, it doesn't matter how much you send in, but if you want to be like a sponsor, even just like being a sponsor for the day, we will announce it on upcoming videos and stuff like that as well. So send in what you can. It could be $1, it could be 25 cents. Just hopefully you guys support the WFSO, the website, the brand and stuff like that. So yeah, please support all that stuff. But anyways, once again, thank you guys for watching. I think the next time I will be on here live will be tomorrow, talking about the aftermath of the Bucks and Cavaliers game. There'll probably be, it may happen right after it's over, and I think Monday Night Raw will be over by then too. So No, the game is at 6 o'clock. Either 6 or 6:30 tomorrow. So it might end around the same time as Raw. So we're probably mostly gonna go live and talk about the Bucks game when Raw is over with. So just stay tuned for that. It probably will be at least within the hour after Raw is over that we will talk about the Bucks and Cavaliers game. So if any other news will pop up, the subjects we talk about, we will post it right here on YouTube, and also we will post on the website as well. So check those videos out. 2,100 videos on YouTube in a matter of almost 16 years. So it has been a long journey. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Until the next video, you guys have a good night. If you're watching on the pre-recorded episode, y'all have a good day, good night, whenever time y'all watching. But see you guys later. And it doesn't want to go. Oh God. Okay. Now we go. Good night, everybody.